Right then, guys, welcome in. Excuse that. I was just checking the old bloody volume on YouTube. How is everybody doing? Jump in. Let me know if the mic is all right. Straight into the TRDR console on the multiverse chart, as I always have this open at the minute. Check mic 1 2. What's up, Max? What's up, Sin? Yeah, just give us a quick shout. Let us know if the microphone is okay. Looks all right on my side, but I was just juggling the tunes then. Yeah, sound. Cheers, Max. Yeah, right, okay, let's dive in then. A little bit of a fresh pair of eyes today, just on the multiverse at the minute as always. This is the screen I have open 24 hours a day. And then when we're executing trades or looking into a little bit more detail, I do have the other screens open. But yeah, BTC, a little bit of a rise up today. Looking for a little bit of a rise up. Not sure if that's the right play. Okay, we've certainly got we do have some dynamic bid, but it's all a little bit lower, all right? ETH has been eaten into its supply, as you can see there. So this was the other day. So liquidation bounce / mean reversion. Good shorts the other day on BTC, ETH and SOL. SOL was an absolute great day trade short there. What's up, KRJ? So yeah, and then ETH has really eaten into some supply there, as we've seen over the last 24 hours. Keeping an eye on Uni there as well, and SOL. All right, but yeah, let's dive in and see what the various exchanges are doing. This morning, I was of the frame of mind that we might get a little rise up. That might still happen. We're only half an hour or so into the US session, aren't we? But BTC right here, right now, just floating down a little bit. But let's go to the full screen and let's check what all the exchanges are doing. Let's go to BTC. Yeah, I'll keep it on a 15-minute chart for now, just so we can get a wider angle of where we've come from and where we are going. Sup, Alexei? Yeah, join in the chat. I'll go through BTC and a couple of other things. We'll have a look at all the usual stuff, what exchanges are doing what, and then we'll dive into some altcoins if you've got any to look at. Again, to be honest, I've mentioned to the guys, I'm not day trading too many alts because there's only a couple of alts out there that actually have good edge and order books at the minute, in my opinion. There's a few out there that are moving nicely and have good edge and order books, but there's a lot of shit out there because the order books have actually been destroyed. So you can say they're going to bounce, they're going to float up, they're going to do this, that and the other, but just for day trading perps, you want that little bit of edge in the market like you get on BTC here. You know, that's what you want to see in the order books. All right, so quickly looking at the obvious, here's your levels. All right, so you've got the weekly open here, normally a key level. You can see we're chopping around the weekly open as we are here. Okay, the bears for me, what's up, swaps? The bears for me have already shown their hand. Okay, and what I mean by that is we've had some aggressive selling, haven't we? So we pushed down from the weekend. We pushed down. We rose up, hit double ratio spot selling up at the monthly open there. Okay, came back down, bounced up, quite a weak bounce. Go fill that liquidity up there, and then there was some very, very aggressive selling there on BTC. I'm just going to flick to SOL quickly as well. The selling on SOL was so aggressive. I've not seen it that aggressive in a long time. That is spot. There you go on perps. That was an absolutely fire and forget trade. I was straight all over that one the other day, just for a day trade. But absolute fire and forget. You can trade those, have your stops above these levels. Okay, don't put your stops right on the top levels, and you can walk away and go and watch some Netflix or Jurassic Park like Doffy was doing the other day. Really, really nice day trades there. And then if I just show you ETH as well quickly, let's zoom into ETH. So ETH, obviously massive liquidations on ETH, taking everybody out. If there was anybody left trading ETH, is anybody still actually trading ETH? Okay, bounces up, hits supply around here, but then again there, really mega spot supply pushing it down, and then it hits demand again. So the larger assets, ETH, SOL, BTC, and some of the majors have got really good still order books as the auction. Okay, this is a price auction, as the auction price selling the highs. we bid the lows, and then someone is going to crack and we're going to break one way or the other, and you get your expansion. All right, but the majors have got really good order books still, I think, but some of the other coins, naming no names, Altcoin, Trump and the rest of them, have got shit order books, to be honest. So I'm not finding much edge in really scanning through all the altcoins and looking for players. You know, I've kind of been sticking to the majors, to be honest. So quickly, while I'm on stream, like I did the other day, where is it? Uni has been looking quite good, really in demand zone. Doesn't mean it can't come down and fill this zone, okay, so watch for that. But if you suddenly get a kick up in Uni, okay, they've had a recent upgrade, haven't they? It was party to the volatility that we've seen in recent days, but it's really well bid. So if you see Uni fly upwards and onwards from this zone, it's well bid. That is why. Was also watching STX earlier as well, filled a little bit of STX. It's just taken all the liquidity from the spot demand, and we'll see what it gets. I think STX will just follow whatever anything else does, all right? But let's dive into Bitcoin. So yeah, Bitcoin holding this weekly open at the minute. I'm open to a little flow up. I'll go over my reasoning behind that in a second. Doesn't mean I'm correct, but I'm open to a little bit of a bear hunt today, I would say. So there's a couple of things we can look at. Can we see the settings for your indicator, please? KRG, which indicator, sir? We have a wealth of data sets and indicators in the TRDR console. If you mean trading view, we can go and have a look at that in a second as well. But I just want to concentrate for the next few minutes on the cold, hard facts. Just the facts, man. Did anybody used to watch that TV show with that detective? What was his name? Columbo. Did anybody you lot are all too young, aren't you? I'm maybe older than you lot. Columbo, just the facts, man. Right, so let's have a look at. I just want to have a look at some data, and then we can dive into settings and all the rest of it. Yep, of course we can. Drop your questions if you've got any console related questions as well. All right, guys. So yeah, look, bears have shown their hand over the last 24 hours. Yesterday, I didn't actually trade anything yesterday. I had a very chilled day out. Told the guys in Discord I'm having a chilled day. Nothing's coming down to my bid zones, nothing rising up to my sell zones. I don't play in the middle, okay? I like to play on the outer edges. And that was it. So a few altcoins have come down to those bid zones, which is good. I think they're obviously going to be party to BTC and whatever BTC does here, really. A little move up here now. Don't get too excited, bulls. You are even out of this European session zone yet. Okay, but yeah, let's just quickly check the other exchanges first, what they are doing, okay? Not a lot of spot bid still. Okay, you still got these underlying spot limit resting orders lower. Okay, doesn't mean you're going to go fill those immediately. They are quite a distance away. But yeah, so not much edge from spot markets. Kraken have been having a little bit of bid, nothing from KuCoin. But the ratio, the aggregated depth ratio has not been too bad, actually. This is a delta. Okay, this is a delta on here, 600, 700 million. But when the books have been emptied out, like they have, you get these big liquidation runs. When the books have been emptied out, it doesn't take much to quickly then fill those back up. And I think it's generally perps exchanges filling those up. So what you can see is, we'll just have a look at Binance perps there. So Binance perps have got no immediate bid, even within 5% range of the price action right here, right now. Okay, you can see that there. There's no immediate bid. Bitfinex USD, they're bidding this. Okay, their charts tend to be a little bit messy though. But then Binance perps 5 to 25% away. They have got some bid, but for me personally, I don't even think about it. It's too far away, okay? But this sort of thing obviously can be filling this up. I have this delta ratio up to 10%, I believe. Okay, so that will be getting filled up by a little bit of this as well. And then if I go down to KuCoin perps, obviously they're full of bid, a little bit lower as well. So I don't know if these boys and girls do enough to push the market on their own, but they will certainly be contributing. If anybody's looking at this delta ratio, they'll certainly be contributing to that. Okay, so it doesn't mean we can't float down and fill more bid. We certainly can do that, but just if you're looking at this and thinking, oh yeah, brilliant, we've got loads of bid depth? Well, we have, but it's not immediately in and around price. You know, that's ideally is what you would want to see now if you're bullish for any kind of higher time frame continuation. You know, you really want price to get some dynamic bid sat under it and starting to push. And yeah, as much as I'd love a little rise up today in price to go and attack some more bears, I'm certainly not seeing it in the order book. So it's probably going to take a bit of a market bid to push this up. All right, so that is the exchanges. There's really not too much to see. You are just sat above the weekly open. We've been here really for 24 hours or so, okay? Try not to diddle in the middle and trade in these zones if you can help it, okay? You want deviations below for a bid, or you want to rise it up, and then we'll see if the bears want to attack, and we're hedging more positions short, okay? Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that, and we'll go and check. What's up, Mother's Milk? Coin M chasing. Like Coin M chasing. Let's have a look. Yep. Okay, so they're capping this area. So Binance Coin M capping 101.5. What I would, can you call that an old area? It's been tested once, I guess. I mean, look, how I view these levels, these are big resting limit levels, aren't they, in the books, okay? If I wouldn't let that scare me off, the way I view stuff like that in any of the books really is, right, if they've got offers up there and they want to sell, let's go and fill them. You know, let's go and fill them and see if, you know, see how strong the bears are, really. Pablo, how do you add weekly open? I just get it off my trading view. And then I just drop it manually at the minute. Maybe in the future the guys will add those data points in, but at the minute I'm just literally just adding it manually. So yeah, who was it who said Mother's Milk? Yeah, dead right. Coin M, trying to hedge and get a little bit of position off here. But I would be open to go and fill in some of that order up there and see if they are serious. What else do we need to go and have a look at? Volume. Okay, so 15-minute time frame. I've got a slightly slower look back on this, to be honest. What we are seeing is, so spot market came off, we all know that. So these are your bigger spot market boys and girls up here. Perps has been really, really steady. There's no particular that I can see bearish volume divergences yet. I think you would need to go and search price a little bit higher to entertain those volume bearish divergences. If we just drop now and then find a bid, you might, what I would suggest is if we drop first, build some bullish volume divergences, okay? So if you drop straight away, what it might do is tease these retail shorts in on low open interest, all right? Drop the funding as well. It might tease those retail shorts in, steady whale volume CVD, and then get a bid and then go up and then rotate back up. 5 minute, if I just go to a 5 minute, yeah, not a lot really. Not a lot to see on that really. There's not much edging volume. The books have been a little bit empty, to be honest. So we'll see what we get. If I just go to a 1 hour cumulative on here, here's your funding. So funding, we did actually get a little bit of a rise, but nothing too hot. And yeah, open interest, it's just pretty chill, to be honest, pretty chilled. So that is BTC. So yeah, that is it. Chopping around the weekly open. I'm not particularly going to, I think that was your short, obviously, and that was your short there. I'm not one to then just say this is just going to nuke down. If it does nuke down, so be it. That was your opportunity, and so was that. I would be more inclined to just let this fall and then see if we can gather a bid a little bit lower on BTC. Other coins are going to just follow suit, aren't they, to be honest? I mean, other coins are just going to follow BTC, and we know that. The order books are very thin on most altcoins. You know, ETH and SOL have been following to a certain extent as well, but order books on a load of the shit coins are very, very thin. A lot of people are being wiped out, okay? So if BTC wants to drop from here, okay, then yeah, your altcoins are going to suffer. And you could already see that anyway. I mean, BTC is dropping 0.5% or something now, and your altcoins are already wet in the bed, 3% down in the last 12, 24 hours or so. So yeah, let's have a look at what SOL is doing. Yeah, SOL is pretty weak, and it has to be said that was such aggressive selling up there. and I've not seen any huge bid come back on SOL yet. Obviously, the bidders here from the weekend got absolutely devastated as the market sold off. All right, but yeah, that was such aggressive selling, as I say at the beginning of the stream. I mean, really, it's a little bit of a distance away. I don't know if you're going to get there in one clip, 8% away, which is quite a chunk for a major after such a liquidation event. But your biggest levels on SOL are down here, really, you know, into that 180 level. So it might be the case that we chop about for a bit and then really step down or something. But yeah, that is certainly your biggest level on spot. Now, SOL does have a little bit of perps bid. I mean, God, look at that selling. I've not seen that in a long time on one of these assets. If you get that kind of signature on any of the majors, ETH, SOL, XRP, BTC, then, you know, really you've got to pay attention and either, you know, all in shorts, hedge your position, whatever. But yeah, SOL perps market is coming back a little bit, but I don't trust any of this, to be honest, and there's certainly no big players sat under price here wanting to bid it back up. So you need to see a little bit of this on BTC as well, to be honest. All right, ETH is just, yeah, I mean, it's been hitting all this supply up here. It did come from some bid there, okay? So you got an ETH diamond there, which is part of the alert system. Very, very nice. So if you day trade in ETH, actually, the books have been very, you know, very good, to be honest. Try and do your work in and around the top levels, okay? As always, in and around the top levels. But yeah, very, very nice. I thought that was the most valid I've seen. And, you know, timing-wise, when are you hitting sell signals there? Well, it's the same time that BTC and SOL are as well. So very, very good risk reward trade down, tech profit, and even a long back up. But yes, SOL's still finding some supply here. Look at it. You know, it's still finding supply. Chopping about a little bit here, aren't we? Perps on ETH. Let's have a look at the perps. Look, yeah, we've got this level lower. Again, it's probably 7-8% down. Little bit of an old level there because we have already bounced from that zone there, and we can see the level has thinned out a little bit. So I'm not going to put too much weight on that there. And, you know, as always, it's going to follow BTC at the minute, isn't it? You know, these altcoins are going to follow Bitcoin, and, you know, if anything, whichever direction you are playing, you're probably just going to get a couple more percentage if you are playing the alts. All right. Aave drops a Fauci. Aave's dropped a Fauci, has it? Let's have a look at Aave then. Yeah, okay. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, you could get a little bit of a reaction from that. There's not much on it, is there? 55 ratio, 66. What's perps doing for confluence? Not a lot. Yeah, if BTC is going to bounce, Aave is going to bounce, isn't it? I guess it's not done too bad in recent. You know, you've got, again, when you're getting alerts in this kind of zone, you've got to consider what the wider market is doing. If the wider market's nuking, you've got to kind of ignore these alerts really to a certain extent and wait till BTC and the majors settle. But yeah, yeah, pretty not bad. Yeah, not bad. 70 ratio. Yeah, could be an all right one. Could be an all right one. I've got my eye on a couple of other bits. I think Uni is probably one of the best risk reward trades out there. But again, just, you know, just be mindful of what the rest of the market is doing. It will drop if BTC drops, and it can fill all of this bid. And I've got no alerts on here because I actually haven't set any alerts on Uni for a while, which in hindsight I probably should do, because look at that one there. Okay, so that was obviously a short at the same time that BTC and ETH were getting a short as well, and SOL, so that's pretty good, isn't it? Yeah, been watching STX. It's kind of filled all this spot bid, and I said to the guys earlier, yeah, not sure about it. I've filled a bit of bid on STX here, but if I get stopped out, I'm just going to let the market prove me wrong and stop me out. But STX just down at a weekly VWAP here as well. So that's a few of the majors. Yeah, nice Darth Maul on BTC. Thank you very much, sir. I'll tell you what, let's have a quick look at those levels on TradingView, very, very quick. And I just want to see what ETH daily open bid. I'll go and have a look at that in a second. So, yeah, risk on assets having a little bit of a rise here. Nvidia did want to pump up a little bit pre-market. E-mini futures moving up a little bit as Dixie tries to roll over along with that US 10-year. So this is potentially good stuff for risk on. But can take time. Obviously, it's not an immediate buy signal, but macro structure potentially good for risk on in the coming days or weeks. All right, guys. But yeah, okay, quick look then. So there's your daily chart. It was a nice push for BTC from that daily open, battling these VWAPs here. If you're a bit of a WAP, a bit of a VWAP fan, okay, but they are clustered like that because it's the beginning of the month, and we're only 1 week into the month. But yeah, BTC moving nice. There you go, that's that cluster there. Daily open right on the point of control of this 4-hour range, so that's quite nice. And there you go, moves down, whacks the weekly open, whacks the monthly VWAP, and a little bounce. So it wouldn't surprise me if we get a little rotation up today, because just that open interest is so low. You've got people trying to short this back down. We've already had a couple of good shorts. You know, it's kind of suggestive that the bears are in a little bit of control, of being aggressive. But I'd like to put a bit more pressure on those bears and maybe even see if we can get a cheeky rotation back up. But I do have some alerts a little bit lower if we're to get them, okay? And something to bear in mind here, that after such liquidation events, these things can take time. So maybe we get some kind of, just seeing this now, but maybe we get some kind of Adam and Eve pattern, you know, something like that. That'd be a nice bottoming pattern, especially if you see it on alts. A lot of these patterns actually work out a little bit on some of the alts. But yeah, ETH and the rest of the crew, they're all looking the same, aren't they? They're all looking the same. It's now just a case of the levels are all clustered together like this, really. So that's why, you know, at this point in time, it's really when you want to just consider and concentrate on the order flow, to be honest, and only do your bidding or selling when these levels get hit, you know? So yeah, weekly open, if we can hold this for the next couple of hours, I'd be more inclined for a little rise up. If we start, it's level to level as always, isn't it? If we start auctioning below here, you're going to rotate lower. And I know that sounds a little bit boring, but that is just the case. Aave, right, let's have a look at Aave then. Yeah. Yeah, you could, yeah, it might be all right. It's not, I'm not really trading DeFi and Aave at the minute. I do have to say I'm not that fussed for it. It's painting a little bit of a messy chart, isn't it? Some of these have been good. Obviously, that was quite nice. Some of them are all right. But as always, on altcoins, when the order books and such have been absolutely smashed, they just become messy. And you know, you've got to consider, okay, if people are buying a bit of spot Aave here, that's fine. But you know, in reality, is anybody actually actively trading Aave and some of these altcoins? You know what I mean? Is it getting actively traded day in, day out? On perps, on futures, that's where you get the better data, to be honest. So the more people that are actively trading these assets, that's why I've been personally sticking to BTC and SOL, really, a little bit of ETH now and again, and just some of the bigger assets, you know. When more people are trading them, we get more data presented in the console, and it gives us more edge, doesn't it? Yeah, so grab a link from below. Okay, free trial for the TRDR console. I don't know how anybody trades without data sets. Is everybody trading wave patterns and everything else? Maybe everybody is. Hope you're making millions and millions of pounds if you are. It's all good as long as you got edge and you can make some money, make some dollars. Yeah, chopping about here. Let's go have a look at what other alerts have we got going on here. I'll tell you right now, I've got a load of alerts kicking off for altcoins, and I'm kind of leaving them on at the minute. I'm not going to delete the alerts because it will turn into an occasion when the alt alerts become good again. You know, the order books, we get good data sets again and they become good. So I'm not going to delete, you know, but I'm getting stuff like Floki, Tia. Tia's absolutely shocking at the minute. You know, various bits where I'm just like, I'm not bothered for trading. So on the altcoin alerts, I have actually been ignoring quite a lot of them, to be honest. All right, guys. So let me just refresh that. See what I mean? Tia, it's just bollocks, isn't it? It's just an ugly chart. No one's trading it. Yeah, just no edge whatsoever. So what's BTC doing? Yeah, chopping about. And as I say, there's no, you know, and as you look at it here, I need a deviation. Like at the end of the last live session, where were we? I can't remember where we were, but at the end of the last live session, was it round here? And we wanted a deviation, so I painted on the chart. I said I either want up here or I want down here, and that's where you do your trading, basically, isn't it? Okay, and it's a similar situation now, and you often find that, you know, this in these US sessions. Now it's a case of if you're chasing shorts down on low open interest, you might get a reward. Okay, you might do, but There's no particular aggressive selling. BitMEX have got some selling there. You know, price could float down, but in the start of the US session, it could just as easily float up as well. So, yeah, I want to do, again, I want to do some business up there, or I want to do some business down here and fill a bit more of this wick space. And that's as easy as it comes, yeah? You can just sit on your hands until you get one or the other. And then you get alerts like that, like posted in the Discord for the guys the other day. And you action it. And what time did that come? Yep, everyone was chilling. Everyone in Europe starting to chill. 7 o'clock at night, ready to watch Netflix. And you get an alert. You look at the data, you see SOL's in supply, ETH's in supply, BTC's in supply. You take the trade. Sometimes that is just the way it is. All right, guys. So what else is going on then? Let me, if we are going to rotate down or up, let's have a look at the order book changes. Let's see if there's any edge in that. I think there's probably going to be a load of liquidity to the downside, I would think. Removed tier a long time ago. Not yeah, tier is absolutely shocking, isn't it? It is shocking. Yeah, I just kind of ignore them, to be honest. Right, so I am on spot market at the minute. I'm going to have a look at perps in a second. So we sometimes get in the order books these liquidity gaps. I'm on a 4-day there. Let me just zoom in a bit. Yep. So look, if we're going to get rotations down, I know for a fact, right? I know for a fact the daily open is down here. Okay. Oh no, sorry, daily open. Now I want BTC. BTC rose up from the daily open, didn't it? So just having a look at classic tier here, this is the way I would play this. If you're going to get a rotation down first instead of up on BTC, I'm drawing lines again. I would be looking at something like coming down to this daily open at 96.6. You've got a 1 hour, look, I've already set an alert for it there. You've got a 1 hour order block there. So I would be looking at coming down, filling, I'd look for demand in that area. I wouldn't just bid that area. If we come down first and then rotate back up. So with that in mind, 96.6 to the top side, and then, you know, to the low side. And then we've already hit this order block here. We can see that there at 102, that's obvious. So with that in mind, what liquidity gaps do we have to the downside? That's what I'd be looking at, okay? And there you go, okay? Straight away, you've got a liquidity gap there, okay? There's no resting limit orders in the book, all right? And I'm talking about resting limit orders in the book. That's what we're talking about here. That's not to say that market orders cannot come in and just fill these spaces, but quite reliably, we can say we've got liquidity gaps in the order books on one of the biggest exchanges in the market. And where are those liquidity gaps coming in? Right near that daily open, right near that order block. So if we rotate down, that's the zone I want to be doing a bit of business, around that daily open, 96.6-ish, or around there, okay? As soon as we go down there, I'm looking for bid, okay? I'm not just going to enter, yeah? To the top side, though, yeah, I mean, it's quite obvious, really, but you're going to be looking at that 100k level there, look, okay? Or 99 to 100k. Let me have a look at the daily. There you go. Yeah, you want to be around that 96.6 there. And then to the top side, over 99, or just under 99, should I say. Have we already been there? Yeah, we've already been there once, so that's the trouble. Yeah, I think you want to be near 100k, to be honest, if you rise to the top side. Because the way I always treat this is, where have we come from and where are we going, okay? So we're just tickled in the Euro session 99. If we're to flick back up, I would say you want to take those guys and girls out, okay? It would also take the highs from yesterday's US session, and I would say you want to rise up to near 100k, all right? And then any further than that is going to be better risk reward short, okay? Or better take profit if you've still got some long on. But yeah, to the downside, around that daily open, I would say 96-ish, around there, and then you want to be looking for a bid. And this is quite a weak open at the minute, isn't it, for the US session? They certainly don't want to put a bid in. Someone's going to have to soon, or we are going to rotate a lot lower and fill all that wick space. But yeah, that's the way I play it. Where's price trying to go? It looks like it's rotating down. If it's going to rotate down, what am I looking at? Where have I got liquidity gaps? Where have I got levels? Yeah, that's the way I play the OBC. A little bit of info for you there, but there is a video in the playlist as well. Let's see what we get here. Yeah, altcoins are still shit in the bed, aren't they? Anywhere you want to cook it, and this is why I don't like playing them, to be honest, too much, especially for day trades, perps day trades and stuff. It's just better playing the majors. It really is at the minute. you know, altcoins are just shit in the bed, 2% swings either way, which if you're a scalper's fine, but it's not a very relaxing way to trade, which is how I like to trade. Right, what's everyone else doing? Is it finding a bid? Sol's not finding a bid. If anyone's held a little bit of short from those signals there, absolute Gucci trade. ETH is actually holding a little bit stronger. Is it getting any BTC bid? Oh, it is. Ah, that's interesting. So the devs have left. ETH is pretty much a CTO, community takeover, like a shit fucking dog meme coin. And it's actually getting some BTC bid. Look at that. Yeah, the ETH BTC chart is trying to hold up. I say trying because it'll probably nuke to zero. Well, it's already pretty much at zero, isn't it? But that's interesting to see. ETH BTC is getting a little bit of a bid. Is it getting a bid on... Yeah, look at that. Interesting. Something of note. Noticing. Absolutely noticing. Interesting. So, a bit of spot bid on it, on ETH. A bit of spot bid on ETH. And a bit of ETH BTC bid. Okay, so... if everybody's looking at the ETH chart down here and it's holding up better than most alts, it's because it's getting quite a bit of BTC bid. All right, so always check that. It's a bit of an old school way of looking at stuff, but I do love to always check the BTC pairs as well on anything, on absolutely anything. Always checking the BTC pairs. Right, what else do we need to look at? Yeah, I'm just flicking to BNB because it's got quite a nice potential levels here to play off. That was quite a nice zone to short, wasn't it? I don't really like to short exchange coins, to be honest, especially when they are ran by CZ and his friends. Even though he's not really involved anymore, I'm sure he is. They've just dropped that level on BNB there to 534. Okay, that's interesting. What other alerts have we got? Yeah, not bothered about that. How's Ave? Yeah, not bad. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, I tell you, if you're a scalper, you certainly get reactions off some of these alerts. Anyway, that's all I would say. BTC, yeah, chopping about, isn't it? Chopping about. To be expected. Yesterday was a real shit day. I hope we get a little bit of movement today. It's going to make for better trading, to be honest. So we'll see what we get. Right, drop in the chat if there's any alts I need to look at that I might have missed. I've not scanned through all charts today. Tell you which one. There is one single player in Perps who is loving, it's probably Wasabi in the chat, he's loving playing ACT at the minute. So yeah, your risk reward, if you're looking at a little bit of ACT trade, obviously the shorts have been phenomenal if you catch them. I certainly didn't have really any edge up there, to be honest. I don't always watch these shit coins, as I say, but ACT, a lot of Perps liquidity lower, some fat order blocks just down here at that 1.7. So let's do the old classic TA, shall we? ACT. Where does that land us? Yeah, okay, yeah, 1.7-ish. Yeah, let's take those lows in that order block. Okay, so if you're interested in playing a bit of ACT, that for me, that's where I'd be doing business. I'd be doing business down there. Somewhere down there. Take these guys out. It probably comes in confluence with the market dropping, doesn't it? Take those guys and girls out and then run and gun like that. Take that Perps liquidity and run and gun. That's the way I would play that. But always, 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 these levels, don't just trade blindly, please. Get yourself some data sets like this. So yeah, 1.7-ish, 1. Yeah, let's see. It could potentially take all that and then go. But you certainly, yeah, 1.7, 1.71. Yeah, you've certainly got some chunky orders there in the books. That's quite nice to see. So yeah, not really interested in trading meme coins, but ACT, it can move very, very well. So that is a nice one. Other stuff is doing absolutely shocking. Trump books have been okay, actually. If you just look at demand, supply, they are still pretty new. This is Binance Spot I'm looking at. Let's have a look at Perps. They are still pretty new. I'm sure they will develop. As a meme coin, I don't think this coin is going anywhere. I certainly, although it's done shit from that $70 level the other weekend, I certainly don't think they're going to just let it die. So there might be some value. Well, there certainly is anyway. I mean, look at these moves here. There's certainly going to be some value in trading this asset. So I do have alerts set on Trump and a couple of other shit coins. But right here, right now, yeah, no major edge. But it is a little bit sideways, isn't it? With volatility. But yeah, everything else is just absolutely shocking. And it has to be said that the short side supply and offer signals. I don't like calling them signals, really, alerts. It's not a signal to immediately enter. We always use these alerts really as a means to alert you to go and have a look at the chart and then see what's going on. Yes, it's very nice when you see one like that on the wick low. You'd have to be an absolute sniper to get in on that one. But if you did, long tech profit 1, tech profit 2, whether you leave a little bit on or not, I would, for a day trade, I'd be all out there. If I saw that, I'd be all out. But yeah, nice chart on Pepe, to be honest. Didn't see that one last night to play that little bounce there. It's certainly not doing a great deal of business here, is it, Pepe? Let's have a look at Doge and a couple of the others. Yeah, again, Doge, absolute mega short. And this is the thing now. I am wondering if bears are in control, to be honest. For the time being, okay, I think there's still some. If you watched the video earlier, you'll have seen there's still some on-chain data that suggests the cycle top is not in. If we are still in a cycle, it's more of a, as Bitcoin and the rest of it become more of a banker's coin, as we've let them into our cabal, our society. But what I would say is, the bears have been very, very aggressive. You know, I even tweeted yesterday about Bitcoin. I said, look, calling all bulls, you're going to have to bid this up soon. It ain't going to move itself, sweetheart. You know what I mean? Someone's got to put in a bid sometime. You know, what if you're seeing this kind of shit from the long side, you know, it's fucking hell. You know, if I was long here, would I take profit here? No. I would want it higher, you know. So interesting. Let's see what else do we need to right, the hat is not staying on for whiff. I don't know where everybody's sphere money is, but I would certainly be getting an investigation onto that. I don't know if Zach XBT still does his investigations, but that is madness, isn't it, that they got raised like $300,000-$400,000 for a sphere whiff image, and that's not happened. Yeah, no edging whiff, no edging it. The order books are empty again. It got hit with supply here, so that's nice for the bears. The order books are dead. They are pretty dead, to be honest, guys. Right, we've got some beautiful data. If you're interested, join me as we look at ALTCOIN. Right, so I've been watching this one. I mean, look, it's absolutely down only. If any of you guys caught this supply zone back here from the 26th of Jan, well played, and especially if you held, because these meme coins have been dying. You know, they've just been dying, haven't they? So if you played any shorts, I know some of the guys in the socials have been playing shorts on meme coins non-stop. Well played, you know, really well played. But as we look at some of these lower liquidity meme coins, I say lower liquidity, I don't know what kind of volume it does on DEX. It's certainly not doing any big stuff in the central exchanges, just on perps alone anyway. The perps books are shit. There's no real volume. I think the market makers are having a whale of a time selling into any pumps that are moving up. And the moves are certainly not letting any bag holders, significant bag holders, get out either, are they, really? But if you're interested in ALTCOIN, yeah, maybe keep an eye on it. If it does start to put in some kind of accumulation pattern, yeah, get involved. But yeah, I mean, there's a few of the others as well that have just been absolutely shocking. Right, let's run through a few of the charts. Yeah, even Sue has been messy as well. Bid side signals have been very messy, to be honest. If you what's up, Peace Text? So yeah, if you're interested in trading a bit of ALTCOIN, get involved, get some data, get some alerts, get yourself a free trial, and then get involved. Jesus, I mean, you know, you need some rich. Hot air doesn't rise, does it? Especially on ALTCOIN. God, what a load of shit. Yeah, I've really not been getting involved in any of those trades, to be honest. Right, yeah, Sue. Good asset, but yeah, weak order books as well. Please shout in the chat if you've got any strong order books at the minute. TRB is an interesting one, I do have to say, because it's remained pretty flat. It's been getting sold into, as you can see here, but it's actually remained pretty flat, and it's not got too far to go until it fills its wick. And I know for a fact, I mean, this is devastation, isn't it? You know, if anybody was shorting these altcoins over the weekend, then really well played. But I know for a fact that Teller, TRB, is the kind of coin that can give you literally like 150% pops in 24 hours. So I do always keep an eye on certain assets that I know historically do pop really, really well. Teo, rubbish. What's the lizard coin doing? Yeah, XRP is stair-stepping down to fill some of its wick space as well. There's not really much spot bid on this until you get... God, even they've pulled their orders at 2.2. Perps, you see, yeah, the Perps books are messy. Personally, you need spot. For me, you need spot to get involved again. You need some spot dynamic bid commitment from the spot players to say, yeah, we're all over this. Don't worry about it, guys. Let's carry on this bull market and let's go. OM, God, that was nice from OM, wasn't it? Little continuation bid there. It's gonna rotate down with everything else, isn't it? Link Marines, are they happy? No, it's auctioning under these lows that I've actually had marked for a long time. 2 Fauci alerts on Link, and I did actually miss that. I was looking to short some Link as well. Because I know the alerts for the short side have been quite good, but missed that one. But yeah, very, very good again. And it just shows you that, again, on some of these bigger assets, the bears have been very aggressive, haven't they? Max, could you show your overlay settings? I'm interested what your ratio for minimum. Yeah, I can show it, or I can do one better. I can just share it in the chat, to be honest. But my overlay settings, I only print 40, I think. What am I on spot there? Oh no, I haven't put my glasses on. I can't see. What am I on here? I can't see. What? Perpetuals, yeah, I have a 40 on. I have a 40 on perpetuals and a 60 on spot. But what I can do is just share this for you. Let me just share this quickly. And then if you just, I'm sure you can open links from YouTube's chat. If you just open that, I think, or yeah, that should open. Yeah, I think that should open. Or if you're watching per stream and you can't click for any reason, if you just go to this top section here, share with others, okay, and browse, and then you can search anybody's in there, okay. And these are all my sharing ones. And then you'll find some that people have copied and saved as their own, and whatever else you'll see a liquidity, But if you search Nick, and then that's me there. All right, so you can just load up any of these yourself and then save it as your own. Right, what is happening then, peeps? What is happening? What are we thinking here? Are we rising up? Is Fartcoin rising up? Is Trump rising up? What the fuck's going on? Look, if you like trading a range, like I do, you'll be enjoying this price action, right? I love it. I thought Monday was great. I missed the Sunday night action. We mentioned that last time. Monday was fucking brilliant. Monday night was good. Tuesday was great for that little short there, right? Trade these zones, especially if you're just on derivatives, perpetuals. Trade these zones. Get in on these zones with as much size as you're comfortable with. Manage your risk. Get in. Get out. Okay, don't trade in the crab zone, and then just wait for your next area. Okay, Bitcoin's going to drop here. We look for a bid. If we rise up, we look for a sell in these ranging zones. I mean, the conditions for me personally, I think they've been brilliant, really, really good. The only thing will come. What was I going to say? We're still in that range, aren't we, really? It has to be said, we still are in a range on a higher time frame trend. So the weekly's still trending, the daily's still trending, but we're in a range, and the 4 hours in a range, despite the fact we've been hitting the lows, okay? On-chain data, little bit hot, but it's okay, not particularly toppy if you're watching the if you watch the video that I showed earlier. But what I would say is, if we start to break down and then, you know, convert some of these areas, the range lows, to resistance, you know, like we've had here. So this 102 level, I won't go over this too much because you all know what I'm going to say. This 102 level was the level I wanted to really hold last week, yeah? It's now become resistance, and this is what I said, literally, go fact check me. All right, I'm not shilling, I'm not trying to LARP, I'm just trying to explain that it's level to level, okay? So 2 weeks ago, okay, 102 is the level to hold for further upside, okay? Over the weekend, we auctioned price back into this range high area. There was no strong bid, okay? There's no aggregated bid, so we fell down and found a bid. You know, of course, we got volatility with the tariffs, Trump tariffs, and all that shit. But what you could say is there was no bid. What does price do if you've got no bid? Well, it needs to go and find it, yeah. Then what's happened here? What's happened here is basically that old area that was support for about a week and a half is now turned into resistance, hasn't it? Okay, so double ratio selling, aggressive selling there from the bears, and then aggressive selling on most assets. Okay, so yeah, it has to be said that we need something special from the bulls here, if we're not just going to start auctioning these lows again. If we do start auctioning the lows and these lows then become resistance here, okay, like this has become resistance for the time being, I would be more inclined to say that a local cycle top, maybe not cycle top, but a higher time frame top is in for the time being, and you know, maybe a month, 2 months or something. If this low area starts to become resistance, I would be more, oh shit, okay, that is not good. We're going to rotate down and hit some of those levels. You know, we've probably all got levels a lot lower, haven't we? 88, you know, even down into the 77k. I know some quite key levels at that 77 to 80k. I'd be more inclined to say that those are going to hit. And it wouldn't surprise me. It wouldn't surprise me because call to arms. You know, we need some bulls, don't we? What is it? It's like I put on Twitter the other day. Let me put my screen thingy on. It's like this. What did I put the other day? You know, if you're bullish, step up.
Dragons. All trolls report in.
We need some bulls.
Purple-headed queef flicker standing by.
Shay Gamora standing by.
It's not going to bid itself, people.
Anonymous 821 signed in to multiple accounts and standing by.
You are fat and dumb standing by.
Super sexy Lisa 18 standing by.
I know a few ladies that will
by.
Skank Hut 42 standing by.
Anyway, that's it. That's enough of that, but it ain't going to move itself. And like now, you know, I'd love a rise up today, but no one's bidding it. So what do you need to do? You need to go and find a bid, all right? So, look, drop in the chat if there's anything else we need to look at. What alert is the red X? Sin, you're an OG TRDR trader, aren't you? I thought you'd been with us for a while. That is a BTC Diamond. BTC Diamond. There, okay, so that is confluence of spot and perp selling. Here you go. It's the OG Diamond by the legends at the TRDR console and DK himself. This one, I can share it if you're in the console, sir, but it is in all the socials. So yeah, and then you just obviously edit this and then add it to your chart, and then just please bear in mind, say you add that alert now. I'll drop it here. If you add that alert now, it won't show that on your screen because you haven't got it in your logs. If you are adding new alerts, you need it to be in your logs here. Okay, you need it to be in your logs, and then it will show on your alert. You will only get that alert on screen when it fires again, and that's the same with, you know, adding all alerts basically. Okay. But yeah, what was I gonna say? I've lost my trail of thought because I've been watching South Park shit. Let me see if we've got anything kicking off. Yeah, and this is what I mean. I'm said to one of the guys in Discord the other day, I'm keeping these alerts on for now, but I am literally ignoring most of them unless the bigger assets are playing. I mean, this is nice now. So what I would do, so my situation here is this was a real nice short. I took a bit of profit in there, mentioned that to the guys. Leave a little bit on just in case and then tighten your risk up. But what I'd be up for now, and this is a spot market on, say, SOL, for instance, yeah. This is your next area to do a bit of business, 180-ish on SOL. So if you're not short in the market here, the way I kind of play these moves is let it drop. Just let it drop and let price come to me. I would never, you know, I've said this a few times, I would never, just because I'm expecting price to come down here, I would never just short it round here with expectation, because the likelihood is that something news volatility event, you know, and you get that sort of thing, then it takes another 24 hours, then you get your bid and you're back up and running. You know, all your risk reward is down there. Your short risk reward is all there. Your long risk reward now, if you are in no trade on SOL, for instance, just to point this out, your best risk reward is all down here. Okay, in and around that area. Just wanna say that. And I think that's probably the same on a few coins as well. Is Uni taking all that bid? Yeah, Uni's filling all its bid round here. Bit of a blue chip asset, as I would say. It's not like your fart coin, is it, or anything like that. Uni's not going anywhere, so yeah, don't mind trading a bit of Uni if it's looking all right. Is ACT coming down to that bid on perps? Yeah, ACT coming down nicely. So yeah, I think I said to the guys earlier, I think we're in for a bit of trading today. Took my foot off the gas yesterday, expected a bit of a crab sideways day, and that's what we got, to be honest. So yeah, I'm up for a little bit of this, up for a bit of this, up for a bit of Uni if it holds. If SOL takes a dive bomb, then I'll trade it down here. That'd be nice. ETH is diddling around the middle. It's holding here, like I said, if you're going to just join, because it's getting Bitcoin bid as well. You see that in the ratios. So I wouldn't just short ETH because you again, it's another one. I would never just short these coins because you expect the market to drop. Because ETH is getting BTC bid. If BTC has a little bounce, ETH could quite easily do a couple more % here. It's the bid side has not been too bad. The bears have been aggressive, but the bulls are fighting as well. You can see this is a really nice price auction here. Selling the highs, bid the lows, and that's it. Right, sir, let's have a little bit of a summary. And it might bore you a little bit, but what I'm going to say is basically the same as at the end of the last stream when we're here. Okay, so when we finished the last stream on Tuesday, we're around here, and I said, look, this is where you do your work, right? You do your work up here. This is where you do business up here, okay? Or down here, okay? Whichever comes first, okay? As a trader, try and get rid of that higher time frame bias. Day trading especially, or scalping or whatever, get in, get out, take some money off the table, go and get a good night's sleep, go watch some Netflix or Jurassic Park like Doffy was doing the other night, when he just hit sell. As soon as I posted that, he just hit sell. But yeah, basically I want to do some business down here. Where was it? 96-ish is my first, so just under this point of control is a daily open. So I'd be looking down there somewhere to see if we get a bid. What would that do? That'd just take out those lows as well. What time of day was that? Yeah, okay, that would take out those lows. If, because there's actually no top levels there yet, there's no big order blocks. If we just rotate down, you're going to fill more of this wick space, and your value area low there is at 93. Your first order block coming in at about 93 there. It's not a big order block though, that has to be said. Let me just check perps as well. Drop any questions while I'm summarizing here, guys, though. And perps have got nothing. Yeah. So, you know, like I was saying, I'd love a float up, but I'm actually, it'd take a market order to float us up at the minute because perps are not interested at all. Yeah, and there you go there. They want the defending price up there as you hit that BTC diamond as well. Very, very interesting. Yeah, so let's see what we get today. Bid down here or bid up there. Watching Uni to see if it fills all that bid. Watching ACT as well. ETH I'm not too fussed about, I do have to say, to be honest. I'm quite interested in playing the long side of ETH if everything else settles. Seeing as everybody left it, it's kind of CTO'd. It's CTO'd and the devs have left. STX probably going to get, yeah, invalidation here, to be honest, guys. I'll get stopped out on that one. But Uni, not too bad. Is Mask still holding? Yeah, Mask is still holding there, so that's not bad as well. Invalidation, you really want it down here in that kind of 2.1 level, but Mask is not bad. If the market holds and rotates up, you're going to get a little bit of a reward there. And act, yeah, act really, yeah, I want to just see if this area fills down here. So summary on BTC. Yeah, trade in the outer extremities. You've still got that monthly open there and value area high for any scan, potential scan higher. But the bid is lacking. The bid is lacking. That's all I can say, to be honest. So yeah, just give it 1 minute or so. We'll just watch the price action here for a second. If I've missed any alts that you need to look at, give us a shout. But as I say, some of the order books on a lot of the alts have been absolutely, absolutely destroyed. Yeah, I think I maybe called it wrong in thinking we'd float up first. I think we maybe need to go down to that daily level and find a bid on BTC. Doge, yeah, okay, fine. Doge doing its stuff. Let's just go over that quickly again on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, I think we're probably going to come down here. Yeah, we're probably going to come down here first, and then I'll look for a bit of bid down there and see what we get. See what we get. If we get some bid down here, that's going to be a risk reward. We do still have quite a bit of space to fill that wick space down there, but you don't have to go and fill all of it. Let me do the classic TA and pull an old fibber. I'm going to pull it right from the middle there. I might have this fib inverted actually, so bear with us. Yeah, somewhere in there maybe. I think somewhere in there. Let's see if we can get that today, and then we might be in for a little bit of good trading. Maybe we get a little rise up towards the end of the week. That'd be good, wouldn't it? But yeah, I think things need to bed down and settle, don't they? And seeing as we are back in this range, you kind of need to just accept that, enjoy it. If you trade in a range, get in at the lows, bid the lows, sell the highs. Take a bit of profit, manage your risk. That's how we range trade, really. We're not trading trends here. We're not holding spot for months on end. You're getting in at the value area lows. You're taking a bit of profit on the way up as you manage your risk, tighten that risk up. Maybe you take full profit, have a nice evening with your missus or your fella. And then you wake up the next day and you look for the next trade like we are today. All right, so I think that is the way to do it. Right, so what I'll do is timestamp this one for you. What day is it today? It's Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, so might do, if there's any real volatility, I will jump on another live stream. Maybe if it's not voice chat, even if it's just text chat, we can always just do that tomorrow morning with an espresso if we do get some real volatility. But at the minute, we know the levels. Let's play those levels. Manage your risk. If you're trading perps, quick in and out. Okay, quick in and out trades. Take some profit and relax. If you're looking for spot buys, yeah, you really want to get in with value and fill a bit lower. All right, guys. Hope everyone has a great week. I'll be around in the socials and the chat if anybody needs anything. We'll speak soon. Cheers.